And we're back as we get back to a better internet connection. We're sorry for the delay there of what we had going on due to outages in the area. We apologize for that. All right, as we go back into this, let's look at our severe thunderstorm warnings that remain. We're going to have this until 6 o'clock. And let me go back here. All right, as you'll see here, the worst of anything north equipment is in good shape now. As we get our latest update here, let's zoom in on this. We can see here's Clarko. As we move further south, we get here to Archusa, not so bad. Needed some rain there. As we come across the co-op, we go further south and we get to about Jay's taxidermy right there. A little bit heavier rain, but not as bad as it could be as we follow Highway 45 down to Shibuda. The west side of the county still at the worst where it joins here over where the severe thunderstorm warning coming out of Jasper County is tonight. This is still the most active what we've got here, and it will affect this western corner of Clark County as we watch it very, very carefully. The storm is going to be at Stafford Springs within 9 minutes. Valsburg, you'll have the storm within 4 minutes as we come across. Here's the one right at the county line there. Look here as we come across here and look at this lightning that we're getting at Shibuda. It's a lot. Be careful in those areas around there. Now, the line has moved further south. If you're in northern Clark County, you are now out of the severe thunderstorm warning. This cuts across, taking in Pachuta, goes across to the co-op, right through downtown Quitman, over to Manassas, and southward to the county line is where the severe thunderstorm warning is tonight. So what does that mean? It means if you live in the Harmony area, if you live out by the landfill, you live around Carmichael, you are still under this severe thunderstorm warning also. And Shady Grove area, you're under this severe thunderstorm warning. Pachuta, still under it till 6 o'clock. Now, this area here of Jasper County is going to be under it until 6:15 tonight. Montrose, this area right through here, getting the worst of what we've got in Jasper County. Just out to the southeast there. Let's zoom in on this where you can see this just a little bit better here and move in to look at this storm here. Look at the lightning that we're getting here. This is going to be on County Road 20 is what we're showing here as it comes across. Follows it straight down. Look here, this is going to be crossing the intersections there of County Road 2345. We have two storms there. If you're coming out of Bay Springs, look at here. In between there and Rose Hill, you're going to encounter a lot there. The storm will be at McNeil within 6 minutes and to Waldrop within 27 minutes, right there at 7 o'clock. But if you're, again, going to be traveling anywhere from Bay Springs up to Rose Hill, use caution. That's Highway 18, that area there, getting some of the worst of where the weather is going to be coming across in Jasper County. Now, Paulding, still a lot of rain there at the courthouse. On the northern end of the lake, Lake Eden's a lot better. The south end is making its way out of there, but still overall some moderate rain across the lake, but getting better as it comes across. Let's see what we've got from Clark County. Nothing majorly changed that. Making sure we don't have anything new. All right, let's go back here. That's odd, Christy. Just getting emails. Okay, watching again. Thank y'all. And again, we had to break to get a better signal. We couldn't get the signal to pick back up properly, so we had to cut the line and rejoin to get the optimal that we could out of this. Now, as we go into this Wayne County now, as this moves south, Wayne County is now right in this area here. Jones County has a, let me turn this on where you can see this, has a severe thunderstorm warning here until 7 o'clock in Jones County. This will take in Jones Junior College, all this area right up into the Wayne County line. So far, it doesn't appear that at this point they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Wayne County. We're starting to show there at the Academy the rain moving in. Right there at the line is the worst that we've got anywhere near it. The worst of the weather still lies in Jasper County if you're in that. The all clear is given for anything north of downtown Quitman to the Lauderdale County line. Moderate to light rain. Now, we have had a lot of wrecks. Even had, let me go back to this one that was just sent in a minute ago. I don't think I covered this one just a second ago. Billy Solly tells us it's hailing at his house. Thanks, Billy. I appreciate that. As we go down through here, we had an accident in Lauderdale also. Thanks, Al, for passing along that information to us. We had one there at Lauderdale, a fire. Several pictures. Boy, I had a picture that was sent in from the Zero area. We're going to have to share some of these. These are incredible for what have come across of the storm, these shelf clouds that have moved through. I somehow or another missed a bunch of texts, and I apologize to everybody. Tree down on County Road 280 in Clark County. 4 wrecks on I-59 and 1 on 512 is what we've got in Clark County as we get the update from the Sheriff's Department. Again, Clark County, we've got a tree down on Highway 280, 4 wrecks on I-59 total, and then another on Highway 512. No one hurt horrible from what I'm understanding. That's the good news is we get updates on that. Have mercy. Rachel Whitaker, glad you joined us as well. Jerome Lee, afternoon. Michael Snow joins us there. Out of power, Sandra there. Now let's go back since we've got better coverage and I can get into this a little bit better. Let's refresh this to where it will update tons quicker. 2640. This is our all-time high here of what we've got on power outages. Almost 2,000 people. Let me back up to this. You'll look at that. 2,000 people in Clark County without power. 700 in the Lauderdale County areas. You'll look at that. Scattered in Bogue Chitto, about 5. But that is powerful, Clark County. And we don't even like that number, do we? They need to do something with that. Make that where that don't ever happen. Spooks me. 703 people there south of town, and it just gets worse and worse the further south we go. Let's look at the state. We had that pulled up. Let's refresh this and see what we've got for the state. As we look at both power companies in Lauderdale County, still totaling about 3,200 people without power, roughly 800 in Clark County, Jasper County, 150. We've got about 350 there in Newton County, and then Neshoba County still holding at about 480 people, and roughly 65 to 66 people there in Kemper County without power. Doesn't change the fact that your power's out, does it? Doesn't make you feel any better there. Let's see. Again, as we look at this across the county there, this gets further and further south as we look at the line. It is the thunderstorm warning has been dropped below Jay's taxidermy. This will put it roughly at DeSoto all the way to the county line, still including Shibuya. Again, we don't have any warnings for Wayne County. We do for, and they jumped on this quick. As you'll see here, they put out this severe thunderstorm warning for Jones County, and what they're expecting, as you can see here, this coming out of Clark is not going to be so bad, but this is going to move just enough due southwest to still come into Jones County to where they're going to count that as being a pretty serious storm roll into there. So Jones County, y'all be prepared for what it lies ahead of you there coming out of Jasper County. Lauderdale County, we are good. We've got accidents. We've got trees that are down throughout the area. Be careful. That area from I-20 across looking good. Let me see if Billy is still with us there. Let me go back and send him a message. And see if he can give us an answer to that. As we find out, Clark's got about 4 wrecks that they're working right now. See if Billy knows what we've got for Lauderdale County. Kemper County, we got another storm that is in between DeKalb and Scuba. This would put it about where the East Mississippi Sportsman Association is, all the way back to about where the dummy line is. No warnings associated with that, and we're going to put it about 3 miles out of town on Highway 39 as well. We are showing showers here west, Highway 14 out of Noxubee County headed toward that Winston County line there. Right there at the county line, we got some serious storms. And then 21 as well. If you're cutting across from Philadelphia, Highway 21, to go into Noxubee County, be cautious. That's a narrow little road. I've known too many wrecks that's happened in there in my lifetime. As we glance back here at Jasper County, boy, it's cutting up. Let's move in on this and look at this stretch in between Bay Springs all the way up to where it comes to the post office up here in Little Rock. Did I say Little Rock? I meant Rose Hill. What am I thinking? I'm way off my kilter. Monroe, still moderate to heavy rain there. Highway 15 there. You get right past Lewin, in between there about a mile. That rain's going to get pretty heavy in between all the way to Montrose. Now, it's going to cut shy of reaching it up here to where the country corner is at Garlandville. It cuts off there right at the county line. It just knew to stop. We've got light rain now occurring there at Rose Hill, all the way across over to Dollar General there in Enterprise. Getting better and better. All right, let's look at these areas here. Here's the Dollar General, Shibuya. That's moderate, not bad. We do show that after you get south of the Dollar General there on Highway 45 into downtown Waynesboro, some heavy lightning strikes as well, the worst being over here in that western side of the county. Will they carry this until 6 o'clock? We got 19 minutes remaining on this, and it doesn't look like they're going to cut it short just yet for Clark County. And what will happen over here for 6:15, again, this is going to move on down here. We're going to stay with this a while longer and watch this. Let's look at Alabama. Gilbertown, Alabama, getting the worst down to Silas. Those areas there. Coffeyville, Highway 84. Coffeyville not raining there yet, but it will make its way to you. Light rain now coming through Butler, the county seat. Pennington, Alabama, Myrtlewood. Light rain, nothing bad there. As we move back up here, a little break around York, Alabama finally. Gainesville still getting rain. Not over that. Small showers there around Porterville as you get up past the Chicken Shack a little bit there, around the Townsend area. This has gotten a little bit bigger storm here in the last few moments as it comes down 39 past Fire Tower coming in to DeKalb. And then you go east of there. It's not going to make it all the way to Scuba. Again, it's going to be the fringe line there past Grady Hopper's fishing hole there. As you get near the dummy line is about where that's going to cut off right along in there on Highway 16 in that area. Along in there. The rain outside our studios is finally cut off. We've got light rain at most occurring there at Cyples Mills. Nothing bad there. As we look at Highway 39 up through there, some areas there's going to be heavy. Now, if you're, let's just look at Meridian here. Let's look at the big picture. If you're leaving Meridian, traveling 19 north, not a bad drive. All the rain is kind of cut loose all the way from Philadelphia, those areas there. Noxapater, not so bad. Even Louisville, it's going to be east of there, over here in Noxubee County that's got that bad weather. And we hadn't looked at the rest of the state. There we are. It's east central Mississippi by far getting the worst of the weather that has gone on this afternoon. Let's see here. A lot of power still out in Marion. Appreciate you letting us know on that. Getting a lot of thunder in Little Rock. Center Hill earlier, got a flicker there. Calming down on 256. Meehan still watching us. We appreciate that. All right, just doing a quick update as we glance across at all these different areas. All right, let's zoom back in on this. As you can see, without a doubt here, it's going to be this area here, this southern portion of Clark County. This will go for another 16 minutes. This will probably last until 6:15 as it makes its way through Jasper County. The worst of that area still up around Montrose right now as we watch this. Let's look at our lightning strikes as we come up on this. 544 just struck. And again, this is going to be right south of Highway 18. It's the rural route, but we're getting a lot of lightning strikes there still. That was at 5:34. This was within the last 60 seconds. This as well, too. We had two most likely big pine trees struck right in that area there, Jasper County, in the last 60 seconds. As we move through the Heidelberg area, that was about 4 minutes ago. We got a hit there, and also Highway 11 where it rolls in. That happened 2 minutes ago there. Now, as we look at this side into Clark County, let's see what we've got going on here. That was at 5:30, so we're showing 5:37 was our last 5:43 here, just to the northwest of Shibuda. Here sits Shibuda right here. This is going to be right off of County Road 250. That's what we've got there. What I'm doing now is I'm checking all of our latest messages of possible wrecks and things of that nature. And we did have a structure fire reported around Lauderdale earlier. No word yet as to what caused that, if it was a lightning strike or what went on with that. And that is one of the big things that we have to watch anytime we have these storms that roll through, is lightning striking a tree. I had a picture sent in to me that I hadn't been able to get up this weekend that struck on the golf course out at Briarwood, splintered 2 trees. Whew. As you'll see here, eastern Clark County, boy, doesn't that look good? Everything around Quitman is clear. Pachuta is getting the all clear mark now. Only the southwest corner, still a little bit there that we watch here from over to Heidelberg. But Heidelberg not near as bad as what we've got between this stretch between Lewin and Montrose. Now, downtown Lewin, if you draw this line, the worst of the weather is going to be east of Lewin now. Still taking in Montrose, but it's really south of Montrose into the pine trees here. If we look at the radar of actually what's happening, we've had a lot of lightning strikes there. Anything north of Montrose is in the all clear. Here's the head of the storm, the worst of what's left in Jasper County. Again, this is Highway 18, this stretch here from Bay Springs over to right there at Rose Hill. Right there is the center of this storm, which will be at Waldrop within 19 minutes. And right there sits Waldrop. If you're looking at 18, as the crow flies, there she sits right there. That's the worst of the storms that we've got there. And still, these storms have not crossed above a 3 on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst. This is in that low end, sitting at a 3. Highway 256 in the Harmon area, Vicki says, getting a lot of whooping power popping in that area. Calming down in the Elwood community there. Thank you. 26th Street and Meridian, lights are out. If you're going to be coming up on that red light, be careful there. I don't see anything different there. No new comments on that. And again, we're watching this rural route. We're going to ride this till this runs out right here. In the next 12 minutes, we're going to follow this storm as it dies down. Meridian, Lauderdale County, look at that. All clear. Now, what that means is leaving behind a lot of work for a lot of folks as we go back over here and let's refresh this. And crews are hitting the ground at this point. We're at an all-time high now of almost 2,800. 2769 is the number. We look at this. Enterprise around 1,100. East of Quitman, 400 people. East of Shibuda there, you'll see that we've got quite a few people in that area, about 11. As we go up here around Enterprise, you're going to have about 1,000 people in the Zero community. Look at all of that. Fisher Road, those areas there. We've got a bunch of you, 500 people there. North of there in the Clarkdale community, we'll put that number at about 200 without power. As we move up to NAS Meridian, still that number pretty strong around Daleville without power. NAS Meridian sitting at 443. A couple of lone people out here at 2. And then as we get into Kemper County, we got about 23 people without power here. That's going to be on Bethel Church Road is where that's located. West of Porterville, about 28 people. Here's DeKalb. This is going to be in that eastern central portion of Kemper County without power there. As we glance here at the state, let's refresh this. See if we got any major changes throughout the state. We got about 8,000, still 33 in Lauderdale. That number's up to 900, as we'll see right there. And then Jasper County up to almost 700. No major changes in the mathematics of it. As one area cuts off, you'll have another one cut back on and go without. Is what we've been watching here. Off and on, the numbers change. Thunder cracking up and down 256 there. All right, let's go back to radar so y'all can see the big picture. Again, Kemper County, as we look at the showers there, let's pull up radar where you can see that. There's Kemper County, moderate showers there, nothing that's going to cause a thunderstorm warning at all. Livingston, Alabama, we got some light showers. North of Utah, Alabama, a little bit there also, 59 if you're going to be traveling from there toward Tuscaloosa. You're going to get into a little bit there. Pennington, Alabama, moderate rain. Silas, Alabama, and Millery picking up the worst of what they've got. Now, for the most part, the worst of the weather now is out of Clark County. We give the all clear. They have canceled that, if you'll see there. Wayne County has been canceled. We've got this storm here that is dwindling down to our west in Jasper County, Lewin. Montrose, I can tell you the worst has passed through there. That is gone. We've got two little storm cells that we're watching. And again, they've got this running for another 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to hang on a second or two longer on this and watch this. The storms, again, south of Montrose, as you'll see there. Really, the storm has moved through. Lewin is south of there now. This is 15. This is actually Lewin here. Let's look at this closely so y'all can see if you're living in that area exactly where this is. Here's Lewin. As we go south of there on 15, this is Lewin Baptist Church. We get down here to Jerusalem Baptist Church and Bethel Cemetery. These areas here right along 15. This storm is sitting just to the east of 15. That's County Road 15371. Now, this is moving to the south, and we'll be at Lake Como within 16 minutes, Vernon, 28, and Blue Ridge within 31 minutes from now. Now, here we go down here. Here's Bay Springs where it sits. If you go out 528, we got another storm that's going to be crossing 528. That is the second biggest concern that you've got there in Jasper County. We'll be at Blue Ridge within 24 minutes, and it has this crosses Highway 528. That's your areas there that's going to be affected. As you zoom in on that to take a little bit closer, it's going to be County Road 2333. There at that intersection is where that's going to cross over. Now, again, these storms are not the intensity that we had earlier that was knocking out the power. It's still a severe thunderstorm warning. The National Weather Service has not changed that at this point. But again, this is moderate to compare to what we had hour and a half ago. It's changed a whole lot. It has calmed down considerably. I give the all clear for Montrose. The worst of the storms have passed through Lewin, although it is still heavy rain in Lewin. Again, the worst has passed those areas there. Pachuta, all clear. Quitman, all clear. Shibuda, you got a possibility of some more rain coming, but it's not going to be bad. It's going to be moderate, heavy rain that comes through. It will not be that thunderstorm activity that rocked and rolled everything that took the power out in those areas earlier. Still a few lightning strikes on this west side here of Clark County, southwestern corner here, a little bit there. We don't have any thunderstorm warnings that are going on in this area here in Wayne County, only here. Again, they've had this severe thunderstorm warning. This is just how cautious the National Weather Service is being here lately, watching all of this with the tornadoes that went through Rolling Fork. They take it a step further, I think, is the way to word in issuing these, to make sure that they've got everything covered to where people take it seriously. So many times people go, "Oh, that'll never happen to me." And the next thing you know, these storms are on top of you. And they're really pushing to give everybody a bigger warning as storms approach them. I'm double checking here from the National Weather Service to see what they've got to say. Clark County, thunderstorm expired. Let's see. Damage moved into Jones County. I didn't see they didn't give a road of anything. Let's go back up there. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of, that was at 5:30, Noxubee County. All of the indicators from the National Weather Service has calmed down at this point. All right, let's go back over here. South Enterprise, as we mentioned when I started this broadcast, and I want to say, Tina, thank you. Tina Rutledge sent me a message. Wreck there at mile marker 134. It starts at 134 to about 137, a 3-mile stretch there on I-59 that just accident prone as we see that. Let's see what else we've gotten sent in. Grand View Avenue in Meridian, tree all the way across the road. We'll get some of these pictures shared here in just a little bit. We got a picture of a tree across a house in Union, Mississippi. Big tree that has damaged a house. A bunch of neighbors jumping in, helping out. We appreciate y'all doing that. The Valley Road plant sweat area, Susan was telling us about that. And I think maybe they're working on getting that cleared up also. A lot of things still without power. Red lights in the Meridian area, so use caution if you're traveling any of those areas there throughout the Meridian areas. We go back to radar for you to take a look at what we've got here. Let's do a refresh. That looks a whole lot better. Look at Clark County. All clear there, no warnings there. This is dwindling down. The threat for Jasper County is slowly going away. Doesn't look like anything is. Let me turn it back on. It doesn't look as though anything in Jasper County is back building in that area. Beverly said the bottom fell out in Center Hill area. You're going to have another little storm, as you'll see there. In that area right there. It is, I'm seeing all of the lightning there in northern Lauderdale County, but this is what you're seeing right here. Again, I can't outthink the National Weather Service, but it doesn't look as anything will be fired off over that. Still going to rain hard. I want y'all to be very, very well aware of what that is. And this keeps getting defined down, as we'll see that they've lowered this into just the Heidelberg area. Lewin all out of that area now. No threat. Y'all are out of it. As we look at the big picture here, let's go in and glance around at our locations. Even Bay Springs out of the woods now. They're okay. This is going to be affecting Vernon and Blue Ridge within the next 30 minutes, and that's where they sit there. Here's Heidelberg. This is going to be Vernon, and this is going to be Blue Ridge sitting here in Jasper County. This is Highway 59, Interstate 59, as it goes through that eastern side of the county. As I can see also to where this storm, as you rate these, has dropped to almost a 2. So the intensity not near as bad. Let's look at how this storm is moving, the overall. Let's do this and let's put this into motion. As you can see, that's just going to move straight down. That's what that's going to do, and that's why that was issued for the Jones County area and not for Wayne County, because they expect this worse to move in here. We are showing hail moving in toward Ellisville. If you're watching that anywhere around that area around Jones County, Laurel, a lot of hail is moving into that area. Now, looks great across Clark County. And again, this is dwindling. This is not near the intensity. It is heavy rain if you're on a 2-lane road anywhere in that area there in southern Jasper County. Do so with caution. Let's glance back over everything before we close this out this afternoon here at Newton County as you're coming there past Lawrence, as you're moving into Scott County there on 20. A little bit of a shower there. We do show, and again, I want y'all to know that it's getting ready to rain again in Lauderdale County. Here is this coming out of Kemper County. A lot of lightning with it. Let's turn on locations and show you what we've got here. This is the Samdale Monument sitting right there. Here's NAS Meridian. That rain is approaching NAS Meridian. This is passing right now. Kemper Springs Volunteer Fire Department. West Lauderdale Elementary, Jimmy Smith Road, that area already getting rained on right now. We show that we got rain there at Arkadelphia Baptist Church. A light shower here over at the North Lauderdale Water Association, and a first storm track that we're getting out of this coming into Lauderdale County. And this is, again, it's going to go across rural route there just east all around here around North Lauderdale, and it's going to take in this area here, Covington Fish Farms, all the way over here to the old Hughes Telephone Company, and then go right toward the soccer complex, Northeast Soccer Complex, Barham Funeral Home, those areas, Northeast High School. That storm is headed in that direction from the northern portion of the county coming out of Kemper. Now, we got a lot of rain there just west of Baca Valley and Kemper County. This is going to pick up at Sickanotchee, move southward into Portable through the 2 Mile Bottom stretch area. 2 Mile Bottom, it's flooding right now. As you top that next hill, you'll cross that Lauderdale County line as you come here and coast into Lauderdale County without hardly any rain on that. But this area now is going to most likely affect Dalewood in the next little bit. Still not a good time to go waller around outside. The rain is not over. Let's see what we've got. As you'll see there, we still got the storms now moving into Laurel. Nothing horrible, but we are showing several thunderstorm activity there. As you look at Jasper County, that has calmed down. We've got heavy rain, but the lead of all the storms now are ahead of this and now into Laurel, these areas here. So y'all just be prepared. Wayne County starting to calm down. This is what we're paying attention to up here. But again, it does not look like we're going to have anything just jump out of that that is bad. It's going to be heavy rain. We do have a little bit here north of here, some lightning still popping out there. Use caution, y'all. Just do some smart thing there as we look at all of this. All right, let's see here. You had a question about temperature. Let me go over here and pull up my temperature, and I'll tell you where we are. We're down to 75 is where we are on the temperature. It was downright hot earlier, wasn't it? So that's where we are on weather. As always, we'll stay behind the scenes and watch all of this for you as this comes through our area. Always on the scene and tracking the weather for you. There's the radar there as we get ready to close out. Should any of this become a bigger threat, we'll come back and pass along and go step by step, taking care of you on this as we move along with the weather. We do appreciate you joining us this afternoon. As always, we'll be back. We got our first show of the morning at 6:30. Then Odie joins me at 7. Be a part of it. It all begins here. Find out what's going on in our hometown. Whew. We can tell you all across our hometowns, and that's taking in Newton, Philadelphia, Meridian, all these areas. Join us in the morning, won't you? It all gets underway. It'll be a lot of fun, too. God bless, and we'll see you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: